All right, guys, I'm here. Um, we got Slamspam on the call now.
Hey everybody.
I'm gonna put his channel in the chat. So so people that are like interested in PvP and stuff of Guild Wars 1, I enjoy your stream.
Oh,
So
thank you very much.
I'm sure other people do as well because you seem to get decent viewership. When did you start playing Guild Wars?
So I first got Guild Wars for my 10th birthday in August of 2005, but I never played the game very much, mostly because I wasn't able to make a very good warrior bar, and because it took me about a year to find out that missions existed. Yeah, you know how prophecies is. So I just wasn't aware that most of the content in the game existed, so I played other games. And then I started playing seriously in May of this month.
Oh, seriously, in May of this. So pretty early. I mean,
Yeah,
pretty newer. Sorry, my brain's a bit fried right now.
you're fine. I see the timer, absolutely fine.
Yeah. Um, Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, whenever I tune in, you usually commentate what you're doing and stuff, and it's always nice to see. A lot of people, you know, who play Guild Wars 2 or used to play Guild Wars 1, or are very big into PvP or currently are in Guild Wars 2, so everyone's just, usually wondering exactly how active the PvP is.
Sure.
What would you say in regards to more than just random arenas? Like, what all do you do in PvP other than random arenas, or is it
Sure.
mainly just that?
So the most active PvP would be random arenas by far. On the weekends, For Aspenwood is really active during a period of, I want to give it like 5 hours, Saturday and Sunday. Couldn't give you the exact time, but it's all over like the Guild Wars Global PvP channel. There's somebody who comes in and lets people know that's going on. I think Jade Quarry is kind of a lost cause, unfortunately. During event weeks, Alliance Battles and Heroes Ascent are very active. Most of the PvP in this game does go on during European times. So since I'm Pacific Standard Time, maybe a lot of the viewers in here are as well. PvP really kicks off around 10 and 11 in the morning for me, which would be 1 to 2 p.m. for you guys. Yeah, again, so RA is the most active by far. There's also GVG scrims that go on every day. Just unrated battles between people out of love for the content. They do generally welcome new players, although I would recommend that more for maybe people with a thicker skin, people ready to be criticized pretty
Take the
fearlessly.
newbie beatdowns.
Yeah, it's just a bit of hazing, you know
Well,
how
see,
it
that's
is.
that's why I really enjoyed your stream because like you're very like I wouldn't say passive, but you're like more laid back and relaxed when explaining things to people. Um, which really aggressive people when trying to learn something or learn about something can kind of be a turnoff to some people. Some people don't care and they're fine with it, but you know,
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah, that's one of the things I really enjoyed. Because I used to do a good bit of PvP, like GVGs back in the like long time ago. I was never too hot, and I did a good bit of HA as well. I was never a big RA person, but yeah, I remember the days of trying to learn something, people getting very frustrated, and people always getting mad and stuff. And it's always nice to be able to learn something at the same time things are just calm, cool, and collected. You know.
Yeah.
The thing I did forget to mention was you were right. The weekend events for Fort Aspenwood, they go on every weekend, and it's in the Guild Wars Global Discord, which is nice. They do form that as well. Don't they form Don't they ask for GVG sometimes in the Guild Wars Global?
Sometimes, although GVGs happen a lot more often than you'll hear about it in Guild Wars Global. The scrims actually happen almost every single day. The best way to find about those would be from the QQ Discord, which I can link to in your chat if you'd like.
Oh yeah, go for it.
All right, cool. Doing that now.
You can link anything. Oh yeah, Sultan posted your Twitch channel as well.
Oh, that's nice of him. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I wanted someone to do that. Pinky, I sent you a message about that, by the way, on Facebook. Yeah, this is the Discord, guys. He was saying QQ Discord. If anybody's interested in GVG, it still does happen. Maybe not like it used to, but it's still hanging in there for sure.
One thing I would recommend is probably to stick to the GVG section in that Discord. The rest of them can get a bit anyway. Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of
don't.
unproductive
Yeah, okay.
conversations go on at the same time.
I got you. Hey, I mean, sometimes you got to put your foot in places you know that are a bit different.
That's one way of looking at it. That's a very optimistic way.
You got to be optimistic sometimes. I'm trying to be as optimistic as I can right now, given the current situation. So
Yeah, you definitely really have to like really love Guild Wars to PvP in 2018, but I think it's very, very worth it.
I a few years ago when I came back to Guild Wars, I was loving HA. I don't know what the current state of HA is now, but it was really good there for a while. I was thoroughly enjoying it, and then it just kind of got drowned out really fast by all the alts and stuff.
Yeah.
Someone was asking about the how's it like playing RA with all the bots and stuff? Like how's that
bots,
feel?
By bots, do you mean like interrupt bots, or are you talking about the sinkers that come in during the dead hours?
Sinkers, the rut bots, alt accounts, people like queuing, anything.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Anything.
about. So there have been a couple, the past like 2 days, there has been somebody entering an alt account and then leaving to compromise the integrity of matches. That does happen rarely. So I've played pretty actively since May, so that amount of months. Generally a very, very, very low percentage of games are interfered with through something like that. The interrupt bots are very frequently not really a case of somebody interrupt botting, but just sort of player argument. But I can't say they do exist. Apparently they do exist, but it's always kind of a topic of hot disagreement, you know, if somebody is botting or not. But it wouldn't affect most players' experiences, really. But it does exist. It is something that you unfortunately might experience if you play for a period of half a year or so.
I see. Yeah, there's some negative things that happen. You were talking about Jade Quarry as well. You know, it was kind of like the only time you could play it was when the bots were running it because there wasn't enough actual people to play it. But then at the same time, it's like, are you even actually playing JQ because it's nothing but bots anyways?
Yeah, very similar case with HA. During the HA double week, you actually do get a fair amount of real games, but as well a lot of games that are enabled by people's bots. So that's not what I would recommend to somebody looking to really get an authentic PvP experience. Although it can be kind of a relaxed format to practice in, I suppose. If maybe 4v4 is a bit daunting and you don't want to try GVG scrims and whatnot.
GVG scrims can be quite intense. The nice thing about HA, though, I will say, I think the limit on henchmen and GVG changed as well, but you still need people to go against. HA, you can go in there with a group of henchmen. You don't need a full team of people, and you can still get some points as well. That's the nice thing. You know, I'll be honest. There's some really bad players in HA whenever it was active, and you can get pretty far with a team of henchmen.
Oh yeah,
if you know how to manage them properly. So, and builds and stuff, I know for PvE they're like mostly okay. What would you say? Have you checked the PVX for PvP builds currently, or is they just not up to date?
Let me take another look. I look at this somewhat frequently. So if you go to like the random arena section, oh, hold on, I'm not seeing. Anyway, just for memory. Oh, okay, I found the listing. One problem is that a lot of builds that are listed here aren't they're kind of either niche builds or old builds. You will find a lot of the really commonly used builds here as well. One way I do find it lacking personally is that not all of the possible build substitutions are listed for certain things. For example, the Word of Healing Monk, which is really the only healer you should be looking to play in random arenas, is it has way more options with its build. In fact, you can almost say that no two monks really agree on what the ideal Word of Healing Monk bar is.
Stances differ, secondaries differ.
Exactly. Whether or not to use Signet of Rejuve or Vigorous Spirit, Contemplation of Purity, whether or not to bring Guardian or any other prots, one or two stances even, things like that.
Yep.
But yeah, you can get started definitely off the PVX page, or if you'd like to get in touch with me, whoever is listening, I would love to like share GVG builds with you to help you get started. I can take you into Isle of the Nameless, show you how they work, talk about the equipment, all that.
Yeah, man. Also check out that channel that we posted. He streams. How often do you stream, by the way?
So I try to stream every day. Today was kind of a busy day for me.
Well, it's
Didn't
tough to try
work.
to stream every day, man. I tell you.
Yeah. There's a lot of burnout, but I'm back for the time being. At the moment, it's every day. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, y'all should definitely check that out if you're interested in PvP, though, guys. You'll enjoy and learn a lot. Also, thanks for stopping in and talking a bit.
Yeah, seriously, thank you for having me and letting me spread the good word about PvP.
Yeah, I know people are always coming in and asking about PvP, or you see people asking on Discord or the Reddit. You know, just having another source of someone who actually does PvP consistently.
Yeah, and I really appreciate this because a lot of people who come to my channel and comment are people who are like surprised that the PvP is still up. Like, yeah, every day.
Exactly. You know, it has its ups and downs, but it's definitely still going for sure. All right, thanks, man. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
I'm gonna head out and take a break now for a bit and eat some food. So.
All right, understandable. Good luck with your next 10 hours.
All right. Rip. Thanks, man. See ya.
No problem. Enjoy.